Morphin time! Dragon Sword!
Mastodon!
Pterodactyl!
Triceratops!
Saber-tooth tiger!
Tyrannosaurus!
Hey guys, this is Chris and welcome to a new episode of Ranger Force Roundup. Now there are so many announcements that have been made during the past few weeks, and I'm happy to be the one to relay them to you if you guys don't know yet. First off, there is now an official announcement that next year will be the 25th anniversary year of Power Rangers. One of the things they mentioned for next year is that there will be a 25th anniversary episode for Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel. Now you know what that means. Hopefully there will be a lot of these Power Ranger cameos like what they did in Super Megaforce. Another thing they mentioned is something really awesome. A Power Rangers National Live Tour. Now for the older folks out there, I'm sure you remember the Power Rangers live tour that happened during the 90s, where the original cast was there to promote the show. After that, I know there were a couple of live shows where there were stunt performers acting out stories on stage. So I'm really happy that for this generation, we will get to experience that on stage as well. Unfortunately, it's not an international live show. It's only in the US, and it was just announced recently that tickets are now on sale. Link to that will be in the description box below. Another exciting thing for this 25th anniversary campaign is that they will be introducing interactive games like escape rooms and virtual reality centers. These escape room types of games have been very popular in the past few years, and it's pretty cool that there's going to be a Power Rangers version of that. Now, aside from the 25th anniversary announcement, last week at New York Comic Con, they announced a plethora of stuff. First, let's go with the toys. They displayed a couple of new stuff as well as some of the stuff that they announced previously at San Diego Comic Con. Some of the stuff that they announced previously were the Legacy Zords. Now when they announced this at San Diego Comic Con, I didn't really know the scale of these toys. So it's pretty awesome to actually see the pictures of how big they are and what the packaging would look like. Some of the new things that weren't announced yet were a new line of Legacy helmets, but not the wearable helmets, a tinier display version. The first helmet that they displayed at New York Comic Con was the White Ranger, but we also know that the Red Ranger is coming soon as well. There was also a new statue that they announced of a Bat in the Sun style Red Ranger. As you can see from the photos, it looks spectacular. And lastly, my favorite announcement in the toys department is that they're redoing the original Automorphin flip heads from the 90s Mighty Morphin series of toys. It actually looks really good. The packaging looks quite similar to the original toys that I bought back in the day. I, for one, already have a complete set of these Automorphin figures, so I'm not sure if I will be that completionist who will buy every single figure again of the re-release, but who knows. In the interactive games front, they also announced that in Power Ranger Legacy Wars, they will be having a Megazord mode coming pretty soon. Now lastly, one of my favorite announcements from New York Comic Con comes from the Boom Studios Power Rangers comics. First off, Boom Studios has announced that they will re-release some of the classic Power Rangers comics from back in the day. I actually never had one of those original comics, and I'm happy that now I will finally have them. Another announcement from Boom Studios is that the Lord Draken arc is not yet finished. It will be continued later on next year, and you know, Lord Draken is one of my new favorite characters, and I'm so happy that they are continuing his story, you know, for more issues. But the most exciting news from Boom Studios that they announced at New York Comic Con is that they introduced the 1969 Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Now, for some of you who know, a few months back they already announced that issue 20 will be about the 1969 Power Rangers. I, for one, was very excited about that, knowing that the Power Rangers that we grew up to, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, weren't the original. Apparently, Zordon gave people back in the 60s these power coins to save the world. And last week at New York Comic Con, they announced who these Rangers are, and I couldn't be happier. Now, we don't really know the character bios of these characters, but one thing that we know is that we are gonna have a female Red Ranger, a female Black Ranger, a male Yellow Ranger, a male Pink Ranger, and a male Blue Ranger. But I think this news is so awesome. I don't think we've ever had a male Pink Ranger in the Power Rangers canon. And it just goes to show that Power Rangers is not afraid to go through these changes that may be controversial, but who cares? I mean, it is awesome. I think Boom Comics is doing such a great job, and I'm so excited for the future of Power Rangers. So that's it for now. How do you guys feel about all these announcements recently? From the 25th anniversary announcement to what they announced at New York Comic Con with all the really cool things coming out soon. Hit the comments and let's talk about it. Again, thanks for watching and please subscribe to show your support. I'll see you next week, and this was my Ranger Force Roundup. Bye-bye.